So we were on our way this morning to visit Budva on a bus, and we passed this boat, stopped by, asked them, well, how much does this cost and what do you actually do on this boat tour? And they were like, oh, it's only 15 euro each. And so we were like, hey, let's take a boat ride rather than go to Budva. So here we are on a boat, touring around Boca Bay and Kotor Bay. We chose to sail on the Karaka because it offered the lowest price, one of the longest tours, and plenty of shade from the sun. The tour is a little over 6 hours and takes you around almost the entire Bay of Kotor. The tour begins on the Tivat marina, where everyone loads onto the boat. It then sets off south towards the St. Marko and Prevlaka islands. It then passes by the island of Our Lady of Mercy, which contains a Catholic church and monastery built in the 15th century.
So behind me is the little strip of coastline that we were on the bus the other day, driving back from Herceg, Novi. And I think it'll be a good cruise day. It's really beautiful. It's the nicest day we've had in quite a while, so we'll see. Here's to a good day.
Our tour continued northwest past several local villages and then past 2 former Yugoslavia secret naval tunnels used to hide submarine and missile boats. These tunnels are long since abandoned, but you can rent boats to take you inside to explore. As we made our way towards the entrance of the bay, we could see the edge of Croatia, the Adriatic Sea, followed by the town of Herceg Novi. You can check out our video about Herceg Novi, where we show you where to find the best view in the city. So this cruise is pretty nice. It was 15 euro each, which is not a bad price considering that it's essentially all day, 6 or 7 hours. We are part of a French tour, so we're getting a French tour guide narrating as we go along. It's quite boisterous and noisy. Everyone's down at lunch right now, so we thought we'd take a second to bring you up to speed on where we are so far, because it's going to be difficult for us to actually talk over the narration and the music and the people who are
they're enjoying themselves today, let's say that.
Yes. So it's a great day. It's super sunny.
It's beautiful. It's probably one of the best days we've had since we've been here. Not a cloud in the sky. Just the water is just this beautiful aquamarine color and very relaxing.
As we started to enter the Verige Strait, the narrowest part of the Bay of Kotor, we passed a Serbian Orthodox church, which was built in the 17th and 18th century.
So the boat tour made a little stop. We're here at Our Lady of the Rocks, which is right behind us. I don't know anything about it other than it's a church, convent, monastery on a rock in the middle of the bay. Is that about it?
Yes.
That's about it. So we're gonna walk around here for a few minutes, then go back to the tour.
Well, this is a very small little island and it's very crowded with tourists. So we decided we're not going to go into the museum, which I believe costs about €4. So we're gonna just walk around and enjoy the outdoors, maybe take a few video clips, and then jump back on the boat and get something to eat.
Yeah. So in the description of this cruise, it didn't say we were stopping in Kotor, just coming into the bay. So when the ship docked for a few minutes and everyone started to get off, we got a little nervous. Although we know how to get back to Tivat from Kotor, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if this was the last stop. But apparently it's not. Everyone got off except us. Now, we're all alone on this big ship, just cruising back to Tivat by ourselves. So you never know what's going to happen when you take a chance and just do an excursion on a whim.
So here's a fun fact. The Bay of Kotor was formed when rising sea levels flooded an ancient river valley. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, look how tall these mountains are behind me. This whole area was carved by a river. Something else that I learned recently was that this area was part of the Republic of Venice, and you can kind of see the architectural Venetian influence in many of the buildings around this area. The Republic of Venice was a sovereign state that existed from 697 to 1797. That's 1,100 years. Well, we're almost back to Tivat. We are just approaching the Montenegro port, Porto Montenegro. And then it looks like just in a few minutes we are going to be docking. And then Stephanie and I need to figure out what's next on our agenda. Apparently that is what a super yacht looks like. All right, we're back on dry land. What did you think?
I liked it. It was a nice way to spend the day. Really, really beautiful to see the little villages from the water versus seeing them from the road, looking out to the water. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Totally makes sense.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, we paid €15 each for about 6.5 hours.
On the water.
We didn't get any food with that. You could pay another 15, so a total of 30 each if you want like a full lunch, and they seem to have a pretty big lunch. We just got some french fries and that cost us about €7. So all told, what, €37 for 6-hour day. We also brought some snacks, a little lunch for ourselves. So all told, it was pretty good.
Yeah. So the other day, Chris says, let's take a hike. I found a great place. It's called The Abandoned Church.